Hey everyone, Taka here, and welcome to the beginning of a journey, a video diary of sorts, and we're just simply calling it Diary of a Church Planter. Recently, my wife and I, Natalie, we decided to begin a journey to plant a church here in Orange County in a town called Tustin. And we have received a lot of great training online and in person, but what we haven't been able to find online particularly is kind of journeying with a church planter. We saw a lot of highlight reels. Here's our first launch meeting, our first services, our first whatever, and we just raised $50,000 or whatever, and it was great, and we just got this great deal on property. And what we didn't see until we started having conversations with church planners is, man, here's all the mistakes we made. Here's the struggle that we're going through. Here is the grind of fundraising, and here's the pros and cons and the tough parts and the easy parts, and here's the stuff that you're probably overthinking, and here's the things that you're probably not thinking about enough, and all the stuff in between. And as we started having conversations with these church planners in person over coffee and lunch and dinner and that kind of thing, is that we started seeing that there's incredible value in walking through some of the low parts too, some of the struggles too. If nothing else, to realize that you're not alone. So that's what we're going to do. We want to bring you on a journey with us. Think like Avatar or a sci-fi movie like a Star Trek kind of thing, where you see like the captain's log or the person in the lab giving their daily video kind of thing. And this will not be some kind of vlog. It'll be once every couple weeks we will do a new video to talk about where we're at in the journey. We'll talk about a lot of things like how to pick location, how we are navigating finding a location and the highs and lows with that. We'll talk about fundraising and the different phases of that and the grind of that and some of the mind games you have with fundraising. We'll talk about how to build a team and how to even pick a city and how we picked our city. We'll talk about how do you pick a network. There's so many great networks you can be a part of in church planting organizations. Like, we have a great opportunity now to plant a church with so many different organizations that just simply didn't exist 50 years ago. And so how do you find which organization to partner with? How do you pick style? I mean, do you lean more missional or more attractional? How do you navigate audio, video, and lighting? And how much audio, video, and lighting is too much? How do you reach people far from faith but not become consumeristic in your approach to planting a church? We'll talk about all those different things, not because I have all the answers, but how we are simply navigating those questions that are important. And I want to hear from you. What questions do you have? What videos can we make around some of your struggles and victories and all that kind of stuff? And we may not be able to answer those personally, but we'll invite other people into the video. Maybe we'll have conversations with other church planters that can answer your questions, or people that have done a great job navigating some of the things that we are all going through, and hopefully create a conversation around church planting, maybe pulling the veil back a little bit. So if you are planting a church right now, and you're in the process of it, or maybe you're about to plant a church, man, I hope within these videos you find some sort of community, that you're not alone, that the things you struggle with are not unique to you, but we are all struggling and wrestling with those things too. And for those of you that are part of a church, either as a church plant or an established church, we want to be able to pull the veil back a little bit and help you see a glimpse into what it's like to be in the shoes of your pastor and pastoral team. This will help you support them better, pray for them, but also help you maybe understand why they do what they do. Even if you don't agree necessarily with all their decisions, at least you'll understand kind of what they go through. Maybe you find yourself and you're more of a philanthropist. You give and financially partner and support church plants. Hopefully this will help you understand, man, what your money is going to. Even the fact that I'm sitting here right now able to film this video during the workday is because of amazing donors who have said, Taka, we believe in you. We want to financially contribute to free you up to plant this church. And so, man, if you are financially contributing to a church, whether it's a church plant or an established church, we want to give you a glimpse into what you are giving towards. And lastly, the group that is on my heart for these videos, maybe you're someone who, you've just simply given up on the idea of church. You haven't gone in a long time, or you go, but you think all churches are, fill in the blank. All pastors are, fill in the blank. They're all materialistic or selfish, or they don't care about the community. They just care about getting more people into their building, or they are antiquated or fundamentalist, or they don't listen, or whatever the thing is. Are we hypocrites? Yeah, I mean, I know I am. I know I'm not the man that I want to be, but I know I'm not the man that I used to be either. I know that we're all on a journey. And my heart as a pastor is to create a space, whether it be a church or a small group or just a conversation with people, but to create a space for other imperfect people to talk about what would it look like if we could really follow God wholeheartedly, and then what is the next right step to move closer to that. And so if you have maybe given up on the idea of church, or maybe you've given up on the idea of faith, and you think all pastors or all Christians or all churches are, whatever, man, hopefully these videos will give you a glimpse into what it's like to be in these shoes, and that we are not perfect, and we recognize that. And if you find yourself in that role or any one of the groups, you can always reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you, either a video chat, or if you're in Orange County, let's grab coffee, let's grab a meal. I would love to treat and hear more about your story and how we can best help. So with that, this is the beginning of a journey, and we'll release videos sporadically. We'll be consistently inconsistent, but I want to do my best to capture the high moments, but as well as capture some of the low moments and bring you along the journey with us. All right, welcome to video 1 of Diary of a Church Planner. Have a great one. We'll see you later.